Hi guys, today we are in Riga, the capital of Latvia, which is the largest of the three Baltic capitals. It's a mix of great medieval architecture and modernity and is referred to as the Paris of the North. So we'll see. We're looking forward to this. I once met years ago the only Latvian I know, and he was extremely nice. So I expect that of anybody I meet here as well. Enjoy.
In this city in 1983, 43 years old, as of early April, with a huge, how to say, excitement to be able to be ambassador of Riga to you. Health, emotional and physical, possibly, yeah. But that's the reason for all the souvenirs.
There's a craftsman's guild, and this other building is the merchant's guild behind the trees. So it was ruled by guilds based on your profession. You were allowed into one or the other. The Russian theater of Riga.
Today, though, we have 27%.
The only tower in Riga remaining. There were 26 of them originally. It's medieval, of course.
And then city did what? Try to stop it. At least not physically, yeah, because it would go against their own postulates of perestroika movement. Yeah, so of course if they would have.
This is a memorial to the chain of people that joined hands across the three Baltic capitals to represent unity against the Soviet Union. It's the Freedom Monument, 57 sculptures, and the symbol of liberty at the top. There's the 3 stars representing the 3 regions of Latvia. Wow, just beautiful. Lovely flowers, aren't they? Recognized as the most important mayor of the city in the late 19th century because of what he did for the city. This is the National Opera of Riga. Beautiful architecture and lovely garden. Art Nouveau architecture. Beautiful. Converted warehouse. Look at the hoist at the top. And there's another one over here, which is a museum. There you go. At the end there.
Italians will say stile, liberty, and those are not the only ones. Yeah? So basically, late 19th century, it was the attempt to create something new. One style before that, we call it eclectic.
It's the Jewish synagogue. 64,000 people lived in Riga before the war, and after that, just 500, following the deportations to concentration camps. These portals were done by the same person that did it for St. Peter's Church nearby. 17th century house of the richest person in Riga then. Now a cafe.
There are 4 more floors.
A monument representing the Iron Curtain. Bishop's Castle, and then this Lutheran church came afterwards.
But this land was given to one of the orders, which was Dominican monks. They're Dominican monks, those faces, one is there by the stained glass, another one is there. Yeah? Also in Riga were Franciscans, Jesuits, yeah, and Cistercians. Quite famous.
This was the residence of the knights, the brothers of sword knights, who took their orders from the bishop who was resident here.
Have a taste on this. Next.
And this is St. Peter's Church, built by the city of Latvia, of Riga, sorry.
Okay, guys.
The knight called Roland, nephew of Charlemagne.
Together with him.
This is the center of Riga. And this is the town hall.
Who is older? Me or Roland? In the wild also. Yes. But currently, beetroot cold soup in summer. Have you seen it? It's purple color. You have seen it?
That's a sour soup, yeah.
Yeah? Well, don't. If you don't like beetroot, don't come near that stuff. Yeah. But if you like, you'll like it. The basis of that soup is not water; it's kefir, cultured milk. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I love the way you said that. Oh, yeah. It was like,
These are all replicas because all the original buildings were destroyed during World War II, since rebuilt. Medieval restaurant. This is now a museum, and I believe this is the municipal building.
come here, I say that this is Rome of Riga, because all roads lead to the dome. Yeah, in this case, and take a look. It's lower than the street level, and that's because that's where Riga was. Very happy and proud.
UNESCO.
To be part of it. Latvian language. So the interesting thing is that there are 3 Baltic countries, but there are 2 Baltic languages. Because
Museum of Foreign Art, this building. This is the Parliament building.
a little bit about today. So parliamentary democracy. Every 4
See the flag on the left
vote, we elect parliament.
of Latvia, and the Swiss flag is obviously,
They elect president.
well, Finnish, not Swiss flag. Finnish diplomat is visiting today.
Again, they're all linked.
Hi guys, you'll see people passing me on the way to the theater where I'm going to as well. There's another great show tonight. Today we were in Riga, Latvia, and what a wonderful day it was. And that will be reflected in a lot of the video that you will see. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry, I can't record the show tonight. Copyright. So I'm sitting in my cabin, about to go for breakfast. We are in Tallinn, Estonia. It is one of the most preserved medieval cities in this area, and we're looking forward to that, as we have all the cities that we have visited. So we go ashore around midday, do our walking tour, and the ship stays here until 2 in the morning, but we have to be on board by midnight. So we'll see what happens today.
Welcome to Tallinn, Estonia.
Wonderful. We're still on our way to Freedom Square, which is nearby. I'm following Jeanette, who has a map, where we meet our guide for our walking tour. Entering the old gate into the city. This is the monument erected to the final victory over the Soviet Union. Behind that is one of the old turrets from the ancient city wall. 15th century towers at this gate. One aspect of history which is very common to many of the Baltic countries is the number of times this country was conquered. First by the Danes, followed by the Swedes, then the Poles. So many changes. Then the Soviets came, then the Nazis came, then the Soviets returned. So this is an area that has been so full of conflict and war to get to the point that it has got today, where it's a free country. Very interesting. White building ahead is a hotel, which one of two was the only one used by Western visitors during the Soviet era. And there was a 13th floor where the KGB had the equipment to listen in to all conversations in every room. Tallinn was part of the Hanseatic League, which was a league of cities in the Baltic made up of the merchants associations, if you could call it that. So they kind of stuck together and really controlled the trade. And that's why Tallinn became wealthy. Town hall built in the 13th century, still the property of the city council. The upper town would get their water from this well and trudge it all the way up the hill. We're heading to the oldest operating pharmacy since 1422. He's just pointed out to us because we want to get some lozenges. So that would be pretty interesting to get it from that age of a pharmacy. It's a traditional local candy. It's kind of got a sort of chocolate taste. Khalid, I think they call it. It's good. It's good. He was just saying here that a delicacy here is blood sausage. They use it with barley. So it's pretty close to what we have in the Caribbean, except we don't use barley in the Caribbean. But they serve it usually at Christmas time with some sort of jam. So it's a little bit different, but pretty close to what we're accustomed to in some of the Caribbean islands. St. Nicholas Church, built in the 13th, 14th century by the Germans. Inside are paintings of people dancing with skeletons, people from all walks of life, from the Holy Roman Empire, popes, down to peasants, just to demonstrate that at death we are all equal in their view. We are on our way to the upper town, as you can see. By the end of this tour, I believe we will probably have walked more kilometers to date than at any other time. Interesting story here about the battle between the Estonians and the Danes who attacked them, which the Danes won. And in fact, Tallinn, translated, means Danish city because the Danes really built up Tallinn. Church of Alexander Nevsky, built by the Russians, of course. It's a beautiful building. This is impressive. Wow. Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, Russian Orthodox, beautiful church. This is one of the most gorgeous buildings or churches we've ever seen, or I have ever seen. Both Jeanette and I agree that this Alexander Nevsky Cathedral here in Tallinn is much more beautiful than the one we saw in Sofia. Well, I was just discussing with the tour guide, and he told me that in 2020, the parliament wanted to destroy that building because of the situation with Russia and Ukraine. But they recently decided to keep it, which is a good thing. It's a gorgeous building. Just opposite Alexander Nevsky Cathedral is the Parliament building, this pink building. Pink was a masculine color in the old days. This is the oldest church in Tallinn. There was a fire in 1684 which did not touch this building. So that church is St. Olaf's Church, which is Swedish. It's a marketplace. Okay, so I've got our great tour guide here, and I just want to find out what would he say to people who've never been to Tallinn to encourage them to come here.
I'll say that Tallinn is a city where you can really time travel. It's one of the few places in the world where Tallinn, medieval city of Tallinn, is very well preserved. You can come in, you can see how the buildings used to look like, and through that you can find out how people used to live, how people used to do everything really. You have amazing museums and amazing parks as well. It's a great place to spend the summer.
Thank you very much indeed, and congratulations on a great tour.
Thank you.
Amazing place we've discovered here. It's not far from the cruise line either. Several floors. So, Gina, cheers. We're having a imperial beer, and we're having I am having the Pellman, which is a stuffed dumpling with beef and pork, which is famous in the area. But since it was prepared the same place that shrimp is prepared, Jeanette can't have it because she's allergic to shrimp. So I'm going to enjoy it for her. Cheers, love. Very good. And this is sour cream? Yes, wonderful. So sour cream. Having just had a beer and something to eat, well, I did anyway. We're going to walk across to the tram station to get tram number 2 to return to the cruise terminal. Right, G? When you want directions, simply ask the younger generation. They speak beautiful English here. We got on the wrong train just for one stop. So they corrected us. So now we're on the other side, and we'll take train number 2 going in the correct direction. Did you buy anything?
information during the set.